everybody. I know you are a bit tired. It's the end of the day, so I will try to be kind of interesting and kind of a short as well. I'm representing an Akhvlediani development consortium. This is a company building a deep sea port on the Georgian part of the Black Sea coast. We are actually very proud of our project, and we think that it's a game changer project for the country. And I will try to explain why we think so. For example, if you think about Georgia is a very small country, but strategically it is very well located, because if you look from the west to the east trade, or if you look to the trade from the north to the south, it's strategically located, and all the cargo should pass through it. But we have never heard of Georgia as a logistical hub or something like that. We heard Singapore, Netherlands, etc., but never Georgia as a very strategic location for transportation. We think there are several reasons for that, but one and the most important reason for that is that we don't have a sufficient infrastructure to accommodate a lot of cargo, to be a logistical hub, to serve as an efficient partner for the businesses to transport their goods very fast and very efficient and very cheap. But of course, we have very clever people in government and business sector as well, and we also realize what are the real problems that we have today. If you look at the Georgian port sector, we have two main ports for container and dry bulk cargo. And our leading port has about 85% of container traffic market share, and their depth is 8.4 meters. So in 21st century, 8.54 meter depth is something like very bad, because we can afford to receive ships maximum 1,500 TEUs containers. So this is the smallest vessels that are sailing all across the world. So there are no smaller vessels. You can just take on one container on a boat and then tranship. This is the smallest vessel. So now the ships are becoming 21,000 containers, 18,000 containers, and the big shipping lines are becoming larger and larger, and we're not able to accommodate these ships in our country. So and we are losing the efficiency of scale. And besides that, both of these ports were designed in the previous century, and because of the old infrastructure, they had very high downtime rate. In 2016, our largest port was closed 126 or 23 days. It's about 33% of the time. So if you were a businessman, would you decide to use a route which is one third of the time is closed? Of course not. You would never do that. And besides that, still we have some cargoes, but in about 3 to 4 years, our ports will be out of capacity, and their capacity is about 650,000 containers, and soon they will be at their capacity, and they will not be able to accommodate any additional containers. And in this year, we had about 17.6% growth compared to previous year, which is a very significant amount. And if we just expand this growth even smaller scale, soon we will be at our capacity, and we urgently need a new port. So this is what government of Georgia saw. This is what the private sector saw. So in 2014, the government launched the tender, very intensive with all the studies, etc. And into February 2016, our consortium won the tender. We signed the investment agreement in October 2016, and our consortium, an Akhvlediani Development Consortium, consists of two members.